Welcome to the American Education Report. New York City has recently significantly expanded the size of an experimental program that essentially breaks the rules in order to drive innovation inside the classroom. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and the school's chancellor recently announced that 64 more schools will become Progressive Redesign Opportunity Schools for Excellence, called PROS schools, for the next school year, allowing them to suspend department and union rules to innovate new ways to reach students.
It is a great joy to be at the Michael J. Petriti School here in Staten Island and to announce that this will be one of 64 new PROS schools that we are announcing today.
The PROS program is currently in its first year and already includes 62 elementary, middle, and high schools. With this latest cohort, the program is ahead of schedule and nearly two-thirds of the way towards its target of spurring innovation at 200 schools. PROS program, made possible through new contracts with the United Federation of Teachers and the Council of School Supervisors and Administrators, created an opportunity to experiment at the school level in ways traditionally blocked by department or union rules. Schools are using the PROS program to adopt some of the most innovative education practices, like lengthening their school days, combining subjects to deepen students' understanding of relationships between science and math, and replacing rigid student-teacher ratios with more flexible ones that allow for advanced lecture-style classes that prepare students for college, and also small group breakout sessions to help struggling students. These additions will essentially double the number of schools involved here, servicing nearly 49,000 students across all grade levels. The ever-increasing amount of tuition paid by college students has been a hot topic recently, but there's some positive news coming out of the state of Ohio. Sinclair Community College, Wright State University, and Ohio State University all made major announcements recently about the costs of attendance. A new tuition-free program will launch at Sinclair this fall. The pilot program is the first of its kind among Ohio community colleges. The college will invest $250,000 over the next 2 years for the program and hopes it will reduce college costs for at least 550 Ohio high school graduates. The Sinclair free tuition offer comes as both Ohio State University and Wright State University announced tuition freezes. Ohio State froze tuition for in-state undergraduates for the first time in 40 years. Meanwhile, full-time resident undergrads at Wright State will pay the same tuition next year as this year, although graduate, professional, and non-resident students will see a slight increase. Ohio officials hope that other schools will soon follow their lead. And in Tennessee, the Department of Education has apologized for recent changes in statewide testing procedures. The apology was for failing to communicate changes in how it calculated test scores this past year. Apparently, the changes resulted in better than expected scores, but may not be an indicator of overall student improvement. Now, the department is holding meetings across the state with superintendents, principals, and others to clear up the recent confusion. The issue stemmed from how the department calculated so-called quick scores. These are the scores educators in grades 3 through 8 are legally required to incorporate into a student's final grade. A spokesperson for the department said that the changes had not been widely communicated and as a result had been a source of confusion across the state. That's it for now. For more, you can go to AmericanEdTV.com and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.